Food is my love language, and it's a language I speak fluently over any others. There are various ways to communicate. Some people talk, but I cook. Although the means is sharing delicious meals with others, the end is really to pause, check in, and best of all, share stories amongst ourselves. Sad ones, happy ones, and especially funny ones. I believe it's crucial to gather around a table, intentionally connect with others, and just be. You can simply call that being social. And for those true introverts out there, your company is enough at a table. No matter where you fall on the spectrum of introversion, you can always add so much to a conversation. Just remember that a dash of salt can bring about the most flavor to any meal. It's important that we not only feel the meal weigh us down with well-satiated tummies, but also anchored by the support and connections with those sitting across from us or next to us. When I was younger, at most tables I sat at, I was mostly the observer. This came naturally and sometimes forcefully, but when you have so many people within a large family system that embody main character energy, it can be challenging to find a spot in between. So I gave up on trying to be something I wasn't and settled on being the observer and honored the introverted parts of me. I've experienced time and time again of sitting in silence with people I've known all my life. No conversation, no laughter, and especially no stories. And looking back, I understand why this occurred so often. When it becomes so normalized within a culture or family dynamic to suppress personality and emotion, it can be discouraging to share aspects of who we are, especially feeling like it could result in apathy. Now, silence is not so bad either. It's healthy for there to be moments of silence, and notice I say moments, not a whole meal. It turned out that the only way conversation occurred was when conflict sounded like a better cuisine to chew on. And as a kid, conflict among the adults was the common tongue, with the kids to painfully sit through it, hear it all, and wait to be excused by an abrupt departure of one of those adults, leaving us all feeling emptier than before the meal we just ate. Maybe this is where I learned so well to become an observer. So for a long time, meals felt better alone and became more frequent that way. In place of a family dinner was a separation into different rooms. Some rooms were silent, some occupied with a football game, and some eating a bowl of Maruchan ramen solo. Was this normal at 8 years of age? No, and I know that now. But as Maya Angelou has said, when you know better, you do better. So I've made it a mission of mine to shift the story of how meals should be around the table. In my first year of college, I was fortunate to create very strong and supportive friendships with two amazing women, and as often as we could, we would gather together at least once a day to enjoy either breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a combination of all three in the campus cafeteria. I will say brunch was always the best choice, though. No two meals were ever the same. The stories we shared with one another, and most importantly, the laughs we exchanged, were slowly changing the narrative of how I used to experience meals around the table. This strengthened my understanding of the importance of connection and support that's necessary to feel with those we sit across from and beside. No good, but I want you. There's something about you. Coming back home was now different. I was different. I've learned that when changes happen in one area of life, it permeates into others. And like a domino effect, meals shared around the table I grew up eating at became more vibrant with colorful conversations, passionate personalities, and the sharing of endearing experiences. There was life and there was family that now existed within those walls I barely recognize now. This narrative of how meals should be enjoyed around the table continues to get better, especially with my husband by my side, or across the table from me. Conversations have always been colorful with him from the beginning. Layers of laughter lingered along our large smiles, and time was kind enough to tame itself so that we could transport each other into the vastly different lives we lived. From the pizza get-togethers my husband and I first shared when we watched a Korean drama about time and love, how fitting for us then, to college cafeteria food and restaurant dates we could barely afford, and now to fluently speaking the same language for food and experience around the table. Although a warm soup can provide comfort, the true comfort at the table lies in conversation and company. Experience is not only happening with the meals that expand our taste palettes, but also in the experiences exchanged through storytelling. And after 6 years of sitting across the table from my husband, he has always made every meal taste better. Every tummy ache from laughing too hard on a full stomach worth it, and even more so, every conversation a reason to continue enjoying meals with others and not alone.
There's something